match. You call us fragile, call us small. Funny how you crumble when you're not above us all. Yeah. Can't stand the heat. Get out of the kitchen. We're turning up the truth. That's our ignition. You wanted us quiet. We build resistance. If you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. Get out of the kitchen. If you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen.
Hey, hey. Hold on, where am I? Time is it? I'm a weird time, aren't I? 3:30. Okay. I'll start from 3, but I don't know who's still here. So, Cedrat. Hey, hey. And Betty, the lovely Betty. No problem, TARDIS Karens, if you're still here or if you're team rewatch. Not a problem. You get some sleep. Get some rest. I really need to try and do a later one as well before Saturday, so I'm hitting the US crowd. I'm like, oh, voice is going. Didn't do that very well today. I suck. John Boy, hey, hey. I actually listened back to a little bit yesterday and be all right after next week, but as soon as I get the new PC, but no, it seems to be loud enough. I think I'm all right. Go a bit louder. There we go. John Boy, good afternoon to you as well. How long will John Boy last until he wants something to... Oh, it's a bit later today. I've confused everybody. Hey, Wendy, how you doing? Looking forward to Artstream and chat. Yeah, I started just doing a bit sketching this morning to get this up and running for the Chariots one. Because I'll be kickstarting those as soon as I've got the new PC. Priority Demon, how are you today? Rebecca Keen's in the house. Hello. Lovely Vicky in the chat. You treasure. How are you doing, darling? What time is it? Must be middle of the night in Oz. But oh my god, makes me feel guilty. I'm just not up at the minute during the night very much, so I don't want to promise the middle of the night one. I will try and do one though, if I'm awake. So Miss Mayhem, how are you doing? I know it's chocker tonight because I think Beardo's on at 7 and Sandra Bristol's on at 9. Depression. Oh, sweetie. Oh, hearts for Rebecca. It sucks. Hello, James. How are you? Oh, hey, he's probably heard what I'm doing. Hey, Kenny, how are you? Enjoyed your video last night. I actually wasn't joking last night when I feel like I need a pen. I felt like I was back at uni. In a good way, in a very good way. It was, obviously, it's Kenny, so it's very thoroughly researched. If you didn't see Kenny's video last night, it was a McAteer Villa. In case you're thinking, well, Kenny didn't do a live last night, I don't know if one of the mods can find the Centre for Inquiry link, because Kenny did it on the Centre for Inquiry channel, not on his own. He might have a link on his own channel, but if somebody can link that up, so if anybody's sitting thinking, I think I saw people in here on there, but it was the investigation he did with Seg and Stevie, but he did a lot of background to the property as well. So highly recommended. Hello, Mr. Biddle, sir. I love James, how polite he is. A tuna, pasta tuna mayo. I do that sometimes. That's one of my quick pastas. Put sweet corn in it, having southern fried chicken and chips and salad after. Okay, I haven't had anything today. I had anything today. I had a pot noodle. So I'm still hungry. Sponge, how are you doing? I'm not bad, says Priority Demon. Working, but I've got in the background beauty of working from home. Yeah, I know. There are benefits in working at home. I've done that for a long time, but there are also disadvantages because there's a lot of shiny objects around that distract. 2:30 a.m. Yeah, oh, Caroline, I'm sorry. I'll try and do a later one before Saturday. Need coffee. I've got a coffee next to me, so I'm hoping. Oh, Jumbo found it. Watching you before. Awesome. I saw. I knew there was a premiere. I was subbed to the Centre for Inquiry. YouTube had done one of those things where it just unsubbed you. And Crow had posted a link out, and I thought, so I was waiting. I knew what time it was, and I was waiting. I thought, well, where is it? And then realised what had happened. No problem, hon. I be aware of that, guys. That can happen. Sometimes you suddenly unsubbed, and you haven't done it. I've noticed that when I'm modding, I'm trying to find a link, and I'm suddenly thinking, no, I should be subbed to this one. YouTube channel Kenny Biddle. Highly recommended. Make sure you sub to both Kenny and to CFI. For the most part, Kenny does lives on a Friday night. The time difference is killing me at the minute. Normally it's 1 a.m. here, but I think it's midnight now. Isn't it normally 8 p.m. on a Friday if you're US East? That'd be right. Never fear, Paul is here. Oh, we're all saved, guys. We're all saved. Shouldn't you be resting for your big event tonight? Paul is on with Beardo tonight. Hi, Paul, thank God you're here. He's on with Beardo tonight. So, hopefully, Beardo will cope. Thank you, Mike. Thank you. Just in case anybody wasn't aware of it. Have I done everyone? I don't know, Sponge. I don't ask those questions. Don't stress. I'm here because I'm not asleep. Okay, darling. I just don't ever want anybody to feel pressure. They've got to be in here. I'm just art streaming. I sometimes put Kenny on and just leave it running. It's not so bad at the minute because until next weekend, not this weekend, next weekend, we're only 4 hours behind. But normally Kenny starts at 1 a.m. for me, so sometimes I'm still awake, but if I'm not, it's okay. It's Kenny's works really well as a podcast. I'm always frustrated when I'm rewatch on a live because I'm ready to type something in and then I realise I can't. Centre for Inquiry is where I put my standalone videos. I need to have a look through that, actually. I haven't looked through the actual list of videos for a while. So I'll make a note to do that. So yeah, if you click the link, looks like Mike's done it. If you click the link for the Centre for Inquiry, be aware of that site as well if you're not. I'm watching a series called Rationality Rules. Do you watch it, Kenny? It saves my sanity. Yeah, 8 p.m. Eastern. So midnight in the UK at the moment. This week and next week it'll be midnight in the UK, but after that it'll be back to 1 a.m. Claire as well. Both of you. Well, there'll be some sanity there. At least Claire will be there. If you sub to Beardo's second channel, by the way, is it called Beardo's Man Cave? Those of you who are like me and a nerd, he actually did a good reaction to the new Spider-Man trailer today. And I hadn't actually watched the trailer. I actually watched it for the first time on Beardo's channel. None of my reactors had put it up yet. And it was a good reaction. It was a good reaction. And just quick nerd speak. I didn't like the whole memory loss thing in the last one, but this that's a really good trailer. I'm looking forward to it now. Spanch has banners on her mind. Oh, bananas. Usually. It's hard to debate people who don't use logic in arguments. I could do with watching that myself. I think anybody who's got a channel or is on YouTube often should be looking at that. Julie, hey. See, I knew you meant bananas. Paul says, Mike, oh. I'm going to, I like the little Leeds plushie. What little Leeds plushie? I'm 15 behind Marvel by now. I'm not as Marvel as Beardo is. I like certain bits of Marvel, but I'm a DC girl, right? So, I mean, the Marvel I love, but I don't watch all of it. And my problem with Marvel recently, in the last 2 or 3 years, is it kind of wants you to watch everything. So anything I was watching, for me, it was like, I don't know who this person is, or I don't know this storyline. And there's a lot of it I just don't want to watch. So I kind of had been a bit overwhelmed, but I do love the Spider-Mans. I like Tom Holland as Spider-Man. I just didn't like I don't like memory loss narratives. And I said this in my comment to Beardo. It's like, I don't like memory loss narratives because you invest all this time in characters and in their relationships, and all of a sudden they can't remember each other. It's like, oh, God. I wasn't happy with the last one. I like summer walk up here today. I had a lovely long walk. I wanted to go out walking today, but the sun's starting to come out now, but it's been really, really, hang on, give me a minute. Where's James? You can now, James, if you want to post a link in there of what you're talking about. Hey guys, you got a new mod to Haze. Claire's lurking. She said, "How you doing?" I'm Team Kenny, very skeptical. Kenny was on the channel towards the end of last year, and I have put a video because I put it into a podcast. Put a video up, and I mean, I am more skeptical. I am still open to everything, but I am more skeptical in terms of, I think I look more and more at the explanations, and I trust more and more of what I see, or less and less, of what I see or hear. I mean, I've always wanted explanations and proper explanations, but I don't know. I think it's being in a community where we're looking so much at people who are faking it and not doing things properly that you just, yeah, it's difficult to believe anything. Looking forward to catching up on his channel. Marvel, DC, all same to me. I'm not massive. I don't look at everything. I mean, I look at a little bit of I read a little bit of 2000 AD as well. I mean, I like comic books, but I'm not. I don't have an allegiance to any. I just like the ones I like. Haven't got masses. Oh, this little Leeds plushie. Oh. That's a new one, says the sponge. Raven isn't awake. Good to know, Raven. Thank you. I'm probably behind. Are you sleep modding? She'd still be faster than me, even if she was sleep modding. Don't give me that power. Well, you've got that power. I can take it away if you want, but you can you can post the link if Wombat Clips ahoy. You can either keep the wrench or give it back, but it means you can post your link, darling. James, don't post crumpet links. Oh, I've got crumpets downstairs. Further up than me, love Blackpool. I wish somebody would pour some money into Blackpool. It's such a good location and such a beautiful location and such all of that cultural history, etc. And I mean, I haven't been for a while, so I don't know what it's like at the moment, but hands that do dishes can feel a sort of not. Oh, is that the mood you're in for tonight? Posh end. I think I know which end it means. Yeah, I made one from another pick of me in it. Gonna make a couple, I think, and maybe have a pastry. I'm having to be a good girl because all of those treats that Aussie Cat sent. I've been very good. Haven't opened the Tim Tams yet. Yeah, I haven't been for a long time. It's already gone to his head. This is not my compound. I think we've got to take over bid, guys. Sorry, mods. I'm back. Boss needed to meet for a bit. Yes, I just did a quick sketch to get it going. It's not much for you guys to be sitting watching me draw. I have ordered though, and this is thanks to Vicky sending me some extra. Yeah, I've ordered a new webcam because I don't like drawing. I like to draw flat, and it'll light better flat. So I've bought a webcam that for the PC when it arrives to look straight down. It's designed for that. I mean, I could rig this one up to do that, but it still wouldn't work with the one I've bought. I can zoom. I can adjust brightness and zoom in and out. It's not all fancy, etc., but it's better than the one I've got, and it's more adjustable. So I'm hoping that makes a difference when I'm doing art streams. They have spent a lot of money in Blackpool. They're basically rebuilding it. Good. I hope they're keeping it in with the design, though. James, I don't want to block you in the first 30 minutes. Yeah, my mods, now they've worked, they can block each other because they're all my mods are managing mods. So they can moderate mods. It'll get to the point where I'll turn my eyes back onto the live stream one day and there'll only be one mod left standing. It's like Thunderdome. 5 mods enter, 1 mod standing. How's your time alone? Oh, the cherry ripe. And I tell you what's not going to last is those ginger biscuits. Oh my God, those ginger biscuits. But the cherry ripe, yeah, that didn't last long. Blue Army smurf it up. Giving him bloody mod powers and he hasn't put the link in. Blackpool rules as long as they're keeping those old school arcades. That's what I mean. I hope they keep the aesthetic of it. Because it's one in the UK, in England, it's one of the best traditional seaside places, you know, and I would hate it to suddenly be all modernised. So hopefully they won't do that. Sorry, just looking for a pencil. But start with that. Yeah, I'm hoping that they don't do that with Blackpool. So you will see if Better want to start putting colour on, by the way, guys. But it's just, I mean, if you don't know Blackpool at all, I mean, it is mainly the sort of long front street. I mean, it's called the Golden Mile. It's probably way more than a mile. But no, it's the town they are spending money on building university, but the piers need doing. Oh, because there's what, 3 or 4 piers? I didn't know they were building a university there, actually. Is it a new university, or is it Is it one of the old ones relocating? Let's have a look. I'm rusty on my universities. Blackpool and Floyd College. Must be a new university coming up. Oh, hang on. Blackpool's new 65 million university campus approved. Oh, look at it. All modern and crap. Campus will be known as University Centre Blackpool. I wonder which... oh, Lancaster. So it's Lancaster doing it. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. What the fuck that came up to? Oh, that's been happening a bit, actually. I've noticed that a few times in chat. I love Brighton Pier when... I don't know if I've ever been to Brighton. I kept meaning to go when I lived in London and just never got round to it. Don't know why. Great Yarmouth. The only other one I've been to in sort of recent times, and I do like it. It gets a hard rap sometimes, but I do like it. I like Scarborough. I like the Scarborough seafront and the beach, etc. Never been to Whitby, but because we don't really have that here. We have a couple of seaside towns. We have Whitley Bay, which has had money put in on it, but it's still a bit. It's not that big. And near me, there's a place called Sea Houses, which is only a small town, but it's very, it's got arcades and stuff like that, fish and chip shops. It's not very big though. It is a small town. It's only a small centre, and it's flaming impossible to park. It's still very popular. I don't know why. I've got all the light I can on this, and it's not. All modern DWP building open. Just that. I don't think I've got anybody local in chat. Oh, I don't know if James might actually. Just let me pull that picture up that I've just seen of the campus, because this. I mean, it's obviously an illustration. Oh, I can't get it up very big. Hang on. It's an illustration. But it reminds me of, in the 70s, the northern bit of Newcastle got ruined with all of those horrible They used to build in concrete in the 70s. And there's a building in Newcastle that was built in the 70s called the Civic Centre, which is the government bit. And it looks a bit like this. Hang on. That's not what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm just trying to share the picture. Share screen. There we go. I don't know how well you'll see that because it's not a very big picture, but that's what it reminds me of. I mean, that's the very 70s. That's not even modern. That's like modern that didn't work at the time. Yeah. I don't. It must be a trend in architecture because you see that everywhere. You literally see that everywhere. It being done like that. And in a town or towns, you know, a bit like Newcastle, because Newcastle's got some stunning architecture. But in towns that's sort of older or nostalgic, and you think, oh, in keeping with the bloody, please keep in keeping with the, you know, the history, etc. They end up being like greenhouse. Actually, they rebuilt the high school here, and that's what it was like. All modern and glass and steel. So sucks. Absolutely sucks. Not a fan, but then I wouldn't be, would I? It's got to make me happy. It's got to look pretty. I actually don't think it's very welcoming for the students, to be honest. Guys, can you look for my glasses? Oh, it's off when you find your glasses, and you need your glasses to find your glasses. What are you working on today? So, you know the illustrations I've been doing for the Chariots of the God series. I wanted to get the fourth one done because I want to get cracking on those. So the last one I did, there's two on the thumbnail, which are the first two. I want to do a different one for each episode. So there's two on the thumbnail, and that was the last one I did. So I'm doing one more. I think there'll probably be about 8 episodes in the end, but I'm going to do one more, and then I'm up to date with them for the time being. Because I mean, there'll only be like one episode a month, but it means this bit's done. I'm using this time to try and get this sort of thing done. So, yep, starting the new one today. Where's me? How do I get rid of that? There we go. I've never been to the... What? Great Yarmouth still has a wooden roller coaster. I ain't getting on that. I don't do roller coasters anyway, but no. Never been to the East Coast. You'd love it, actually, John Boy. You know, if you're walking, I would say sort of, you know, sort of North Yorkshire, up on the moors and down to Whitby, and up here in Northumberland and the borders. Go up to the Edinburgh area. And you've got access from easy access to the west coast of Scotland. I don't know what I did with my metallic pens. That was not clever, Sarah. I don't know where they are. Ruh-roh. Hang on. No. I'll look in a minute. I'll do some more of these. Actually, if anybody's wondering, yes, I tend to talk to myself. To be honest, I haven't been to the West Coast a huge amount. I mean, I've been to Blackpool 2 or 3 times, and My PhD was in Liverpool. I didn't live in Liverpool, but I had to go there to, see my supervisor. But apart from that, the actual coast, that's about it, to be honest. In the UK, if you don't know the UK, especially, well, that's England and Scotland, north to south is easy road-wise, but east to west sucks. It's not like it's a long distance. I mean, 50, 60 miles usually, but the roads don't tend to be very good. Or if it's a motorway, like the M6, not the M6, the M62 that goes past Manchester, you have to go at the right time or you've got like a 3-lane traffic jam for miles. So, yeah, you tend to be the one side or the other. Sarah's missed me. Oh, Lisa, I'm sorry. I suck. I absolutely suck. In my defence, I woke up at 3:15. I had a power nap. Glad I did. Because I've got food delivery tonight. Paul and Claire are on Beardo's live. So I need to go and support Paul. I support Claire. No problem, but and Sandra's live at Sandra for Bristol is live at 9. So I'll be in there coping with the trolls. Mainly Sean. So I have to figure out what I did with those metallic pens. That's going to be a problem if I can't find those. Well, you can. I don't know why the lights are bad today, unless I've got this further over than I normally do. So the new webcam should fix that. 60s and 70s, yeah, all that sort of modernism and, I mean, concrete buildings. I mean, there was quite a few concrete buildings done up here. Some of them have been torn down, but not all of them. They have demolished about 70 houses to put. Oh no, brutalist, yeah. We had a civic centre not far from me too. Bit crap, to be fair. Yeah, it's all the rage in the 70s. Newcastle has 12th century buildings back in the middle of the town. It's Newcastle's city centre has amazing architecture, absolutely beautiful. The only thing I never approved of them doing, I suppose maybe the buildings were too far gone, but there are all these old beautiful factories, Victorian factories on the quayside, and they tore down a lot of them. It's a shame they couldn't save more. They did keep the ones they could. But yeah, this Newcastle city centre is, go back, centuries. But yeah, but it's at the north of the city, and they built this sort of these motorway flyovers all in concrete, and it's irritating me where the metallic pens are. Well, you've just hang on. I just dropped me light. I thought I'd drop the camera. It's because I'm looking for my pens. They suck. I suck. That's not what I want. Remove. Oh, I just need to turn it on. There we go. Actually, that's not too bad. It's better than it was. I love the video of Johnny Rotten going around London on the top of the bus, or the architecture, calling all the architecture actually horrible. Yeah, he wouldn't have even thought that. He'd have of the older stuff, unless it's the new stuff he was talking about. Because London did have the same thing happen. I mean, I spent 6 years in London and knew it like the back of my hand. And I remember going back down to a gig and you know, so much had changed, and they were including, confusing me, Hammersmith Broadway is one of them. They put bloody buildings on roundabouts. So you're driving up and thinking, this is a junction, there shouldn't be a junction here, there shouldn't be a building there. Yeah. Lower stuffed. Most Easter you can get. Sometimes you need good advice, you got to consult yourself. Hell yeah. Absolutely. I talk to myself too. Sometimes you just need a smart person to sound off too. Sarah, you would love it here in Virginia, beautiful mountains. I would. If I can get my health back on track, and you know, if I can go at a time when I don't have to worry about mum. Yeah, I'm dying to get back to the States. I think, hang on, just let me look at a map. God, you guys are distracting me. Because, like I say, I spent 3 months in Washington DC, and we did go down into Virginia because the guy that my boss worked for had an estate down there, and it was beautiful. Don't think it was in the Blue Mountains though. I can't see anything bumps into a wall. I know you can take it. You can dish it out as well, sweetie. Sincerely hoping to get a nap in today. Feeling quite zapped from this dumps. Oh no. Oh, we're poorly sick. I remember those pens when I was a kid. I loved the smell. Hey Terry, how you doing? Do you know why I can't? Oh, I found them. Do you know why I couldn't find my pens, guys? Because I decided to start organising shit. Right? I've got felt tips in one bit. I've got my ink pencils in another. I've got my paintbrushes in another. Every time I start getting organised, I can't find anything. Every time. We should at some point have a Northeast meet up, because there are a few of us. Well, there's not that many in here anyway. Yeah, it would be good to have a Northeast meet up, because there are quite a few people in this community from the Northeast. I love admiring architecture. How new is the new castle and where is the old one? The castle, I don't know why it's called Newcastle, actually. Ironically. But the actual castle, it's more of a keep. It's basically just a tower. But I don't know why is Newcastle called Newcastle. I've actually never asked that question. Back to the 11th century. Oh God, do I have to read much? It was as far as the Romans got. Hang on. Just give me an answer. I don't need all the history. Hang on. All right. Oh, the fortress built by the Normans, which was in the 11th century. The place became known as the New Castle on Tyne. Tyne is the river. That's just been shortened to Newcastle. Oh, kind of boring. Like I say, it is just a keep, really. Hang on, I'll see if I can find a picture of the keep. Newcastle Castle. Well, it's a bit bigger than a keep, but it's not very big. No, I don't want to save it. I just want to. There we go. Why isn't it letting me open in a new tab? All right, I'll save it then. Hang on. Give me a second. Also, just because I mean, there was nothing there. I often wonder what it would have looked like before it got all built up, because it's actually a beautiful valley. If you look over the valley, and you can try and imagine what it would be like without the buildings there, it would actually have been stunning way back when. But that's the castle. Yeah, I mean, it's not very big. I mean, it's literally sort of more of a tower. It's right on the water's edge. I've lost StreamYard. Oh, I'm in StreamYard. Oh, God, duh. We've got a load of ruins local to us from the 11th century onwards. Yeah. Oh, here. Yeah. Hell yeah. And if I can get myself a car again eventually, then I'll be filming them, but got to go in 10 minutes. Oh, no, you slacker. Never got that link. Love the old buildings. Hopefully they can't get rid of those because they're being listed buildings. Yeah, sometimes it's quite surprising that when they do take certain stuff down. But that's the thing. It's like that campus in Blackpool, and it's like, you know, what they did to Newcastle. It's thinking, as well as if you, this is an extreme example, but if you ever go to Venice have a policy that if they build a new building, it has to look like the old buildings. So sometimes it can be fun trying to work out which are the brand new ones, because they're the exact same architecture. Often the only way you can tell is that it's not worn down by the elements. Hey, Ganja Mama. Got a migraine. Oh no, that's not good. You tell him, Caroline. There it is. I will check that later. James is blue. It's because he offered a link. And the power went straight to his head, and he's threatening to take over. Maryland and Virginia are beautiful, yeah. We found another abandoned RAF base to check out. Paul and Claire last year did this. They did a recce. They went during the daytime for this abandoned RAF base, and God, I would love to go, because the bits of the buildings that are left, not everything's there. Often it's just foundations, but the bits of the buildings that are left are all overgrown with vegetation. Oh, I'd just love to come down there and done some photography. James is blue and blind. Me too, sweetie. Me blue. Me too. Me blue. And my boyfriend asked me why I never organised. This is okay. See, unorganised me can't not think like organised me. I know. Doesn't work. Does not work. It's always the case, though, isn't it? You tidy up, you can't find anything. Moral of the story: don't tidy up. It never ends well. I'll do that first. It never ends well. I think I might need some more metallic feathers. Hang on. Change nib. There we go. Yeah, when my pens were all over the place and, all mixed up, I could find everything. Now they're in categories, I can't. I shall do that while I'm here. And Mum has decided she wants the whole house changing round, so I may be going downstairs just as I get set up here. But it actually means if I do that, I'll actually have a separate art space because I'm going to set the art space up in the kitchen, so all natural light. Kitty has the zoomies! Kitty with zoomies. First thing as I get out of bed, he's a menace. Steve has the zoomies. It's been a rough month, but I'm back. Hope all is well with you too. Oh, hope you're okay, Terry. Hope you're good, sweetie. James is off. Takes the power and runs. Jimmy, get up and go and sit in your deck chair. Is it an actual deck chair? Those things are lethal. Can't get out of them. Sorry to hear you've had a tough month. I hope so. Hearts for Terry. Where's my phone going nuts? What's going on? That'll have to wait. That will have to wait. I want to go to Castles. I've got one at the top of the road. But we've got, I'm guessing it's open the next week. Not this weekend, but next weekend. So we'll be doomed. Absolutely doomed. Yes, people have asked, so what was there before Harry Potter films? The bloody castle. The castle came first. If I was I would call myself Captain 2. He linked it, he did. How far behind am I? I have a green jumper on, it's nice, goodbye. Green jumper. Is it in Justin's honour? I like avocado. We likey. The other one went to is being turned into a solar farm. Oh no! Oh, that sucks. That sucks. What, pants are all over the place? What? I've tidied my cupboards. I always know where everything is. Move something, I'm screwed. No, I don't. Being organised is never works well for me because, What's Sponge talking about it? Oh, avocado. Mashing it, add lemon juice, salt and pepper, chopping some tomato. That sounds lovely. I can't remember the last time I was organised. Me neither, Raven. Me neither. Actually, Mum and I keep talking about this because Mum isn't either, and it was when Dad was around. Dad was very organised. We don't know how he did it. Well, actually, we put it down to starting out as a policeman and then being a head teacher for years. I can remember being organised about 1999. Did the Millennium Bug affect your organisation's skills, Sponge? Let's blame the Millennium Bug. That sounds proper. I'm good with that. I'm very good with that. Got to blame something, right? Not us. We are innocent. We are absolutely innocent. The Millennium Bug that was supposed to take everything down. Computers were supposed to go haywire. And nothing happened. That probably disappointed a lot of people. Some people got really worried about it. Power stations are going to shut down and all sorts. And what happened? It went from the 31st December to the 1st of January, and that was it. A few fireworks, and that's it. The real meltdown was 2020, wasn't it? To be honest. Captain Kickass. I heard about the deck chair. What about the deck chair? What's that? Oh, was Jimmy live this morning? I keep missing your live, Jimmy. You're on at the wrong time for me, sweetie. I'm not up in the middle of the night like I normally am at the minute. Tidy up is good so long as you don't change where you put stuff. Yeah, trouble is, Wendy, if I don't change where I put stuff, it's just chaos. But I know where things are when it's chaos. When it's that purple, yes. When it's tidy, you can't see anything. I think that's partly what it is. It's why I couldn't find my metallic pens, because they weren't right in front of me in a pile. That's why that didn't work. I can't remember where I got these metallics. I can't remember if they're from the range or if I got them online. I've got some more. Pretty colours, and they're useful for this series. The Chariots. I can't wait to be able to have the artwork flat on the bloody desk. So much easier. Hey, Cree. I don't know if you're still here, darling, because I'm slacking. Only have time to stop in and say hello. Hubby isn't. Oh no. You take it. Make sure you get some time for you if you can, sweetie. Hey, Paranormal Gatekeeper. I'll put Sarah, please plank Pauline. Okay. Don't have to ask me twice. There you go. Got to keep him grounded, otherwise his head's going to explode by 9 o'clock tonight. Oh God, I might have to deal with him in Sandra's. Maybe we can go into Sandra's tonight. 9 o'clock. I'm in Troll Pool. Y2K was a big party. Yeah, we kind of did have a thing, but it wasn't a major thing. Sure, other people did. Creed, totally understand. Looks after your family. I've been doing the same for the last 4 days too. Got to look after family. I could go back to sleep. Me too, Jimmy. I'm like that all the time at the minute, and it's annoying me now. I was at a party at Oswald Twistle for the Millennium. Did I say that right? I've been looking at alcohol markers. The ones I normally use, I've got into the habit of using for regular, not the metallics, but these. I don't know how well you'll see it. Artesa pens, and they're fabric pens. But it's just that I found that they were really good for, and they've got thick and thin nibs. They're really good for drawing though, because they blend really well with each other. But Artesa seems to have stopped doing that, so I've got to find another brand for the regular. Whenever I post in chat, it disappears. Has that happened? That's been happening to me for a while. I've been with nerve pain. Oh no, Sponge at 4 a.m. so I went straight to Jimmy's. I was still watching my car. No, shush, Raven. Shush. Shush you. To be fair, my lives are very sporadic, unplanned, and foolish. I write songs with hillbilly. I did message you, Jimmy, and I know you saw the message, but Jimmy sent me his Crow song, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. So never used markers before. I've always preferred acrylics and watercolor pencils. Yeah, the pencils I use are ink ones. I find that they're more the ones I'm using for this are the Inktense pencils. You get more vibrant colors out of them. But that's why I liked the Artesa pencils, because you can blend them. You can actually let me just get them. I mean, I do still have a million. I mean, a lot of them are running out, but just let me find ones that are still going, because they're not all still going. Oh, there we go. Those two are still going. So let me show you. So I mean, they're like anything. You can't let them dry too. You've got to do it quickly, so before they dry up. But I don't think it's pens. I was going to say it's one. On my art channel, there's one of me using the Inktense pencils and blending. But yeah, you can. If you could just see that, you can blend them pretty well. I've done that quickly. Don't know how well you can see that, but I've done that it's a very quick example. I need a better light. But yeah, they do blend. But Artesa aren't making them now, so I've got to find another pen. But these are fabric pens, and so they stay moist for a few seconds, because obviously when you use them on fabric, they've got to soak in. And they do blend really well. Hey, Friday. Blanket, hello. Listening, I was make something to eat. Can you make me something to eat, please? I'm hungry. I watch cartoons only when the man flu hits. Help! I can't swim. Oh, what a shame. I'll email Beardo and tell him that Claire will be on her own. If one of the mods puts more paranormal, excuse me, I'm going to hiccup. Gatekeeper's link in. If you go into his community post, you can see. If you go into their community post, you can see examples of the illustrations. Malteser pens. Artteser pens, I know. Maltesers. Raven's ears just pricked up. It's just like, what did somebody say Maltesers? Top titties, Paul. Your mum bought you Maltesers. Oh, I feel guilty. My mum keeps asking for Maltesers. They are so expensive. Get about 3 in a packet. I'm buying her loads of sweets. Unfortunately, she knew I'd had a parcel. She told me I'd had a parcel yesterday. But she'd spotted the goodies that Aussie Cat sent me. I'm going into a chocolate coma later. I'm trying not to. Yeah, I saw the Scooby-Doo on the inspiration on there. Always think your channel deserves support. You give so much and hear often, unlike others who, okay, maybe can't, but we love your live streams. So, yeah, I mean, I am trying to get more content out, but I love doing the live streams. I mean, I have 2 regular lives a week, my Tuesday and Saturday. But honestly, doing the art streams and I just do them at random times. You know, I waited for Laura to finish today, for example, and meant I could get a little sneaky nap in. But actually, it actually helps to get this stuff done. And I really do, with my content, want a lot more of my work on them rather than AI. I have no problem with the AI. I'm not somebody who's anti-AI like a lot of people are, but at the same time, it's good to have my own stuff on. The jellyfish sort of, yeah, it's because I have a tendency of doing steampunk, so it does tend to go. I kind of do that naturally, to be honest. Kind of my style on here. I haven't read Chariots, so I'm looking forward to seeing what you put together. Yeah, it was Crow that recommended Chariots to me, and it's not me sort of it's not a book review as such. It's me using Chariots of the Gods as a framework. It's talking about the book itself, but just picking out some of the content matter and a different way of thinking. It's not me saying you should read this book and believe everything. It really isn't, if Kenny's still lurking. But I just like, it was the introduction to the book, and I thought, yes, this is, because I like my history, and I particularly like my ancient history, so it's a good way to sort of look at that and come up with topics for it. And it was written over 50 years ago. So what I'm also doing is looking at sort of any updates on any of the topics in there. Uploaded to Kindle. Yeah, that's what I'll be using. So yeah, it's on the community wall if you want to have a look at. If any, I don't know if the link's gone in yet. I'm starving. Better go and hunt up some grub. I don't know what to do tonight. Oh, there's a Gatekeeper's link. Mods, by the way, I'm Artstream and just go nuts with the links today. I'm fine. What I was going to say, I've forgotten. Hey, Rob, how we doing? I like them. I've been trying to do some designs for colour. You've got the patience for that. Might be easier actually if doing it digitally. with the tablet. Because I do have a load of designs I've done, but I know people who do them, who use colouring books. Because for a long time I was a bit of a snob and colouring books. Although they are used by artists, art students to practice shading, and they're a good way to practice shading, by the way. But actually what happened with me was, because I like my true crime, and I'd gone onto my Amazon homepage and it was recommending colouring books. Like, why are you recommending me colouring books? I've never bought a colouring book in my life. Well, probably since I was a kid. But it was a serial killer's colouring book, and I thought, oh, okay, maybe there are types of colouring books I could actually do and produce. I used to do packs of colouring sheets when I was on the market. I've just realised, I know I read it out, but Wendy, I don't think I thanked you for that £5. I suck. I really do suck. I don't deserve it. But thank you so much, sweetie. I appreciate that. So, where's me? Sorry, my chat's just gone stupid. So yeah, go over to Paranormal Gatekeeper, check the channel out and look at the community posts for the colouring books. I don't know. They are lovely. I love them, but I keep reaching for them, and Malteser boxes. That's what I usually get for when I get them. I do get them for. I'm not that mean. I do get them for occasionally, but it usually has to be the boxes. John Boy's ordering. Maltesers. I like the Sarah Engineers. Honeycomb covered in chocolate. Yeah, it's a very light honeycomb. It's not like sort of crunchy type honeycomb. Holy business. Yeah, they are tasty. Wagon wheels, hell yeah. Twix and blue ribbon for my treat. I've been buying blue ribbons recently because they're cheap. They're not overcharging on those, but I love wagon wheels, but they're half the size they used to be. Half the bloody size they used to be, at least. Check that's what I really do need to check these pens, which ones still work, to be honest. Did I put those pens back? Sarah, you silly madam. Why did you do that? I suck. I need a treat tin. Actually, Mum does do those up downstairs. I'm just not organised enough. I should do that actually, and then try and control what I have at the same time. Yeah, I know. Yeah, what was that book? What do you mean, the one you recommended me? Chariots for the Gods Crow. Oh yeah, that book. Bless his heart. Oh crap. Let's go the other way for the next one. It is a fascinating read, especially if you're into ancient history and paranormal in ancient history. I mean, you don't have to sort of believe everything that's in there, but it's an interesting take on it. Actually, if you've got Kindle, you can probably you know how Kindle sometimes lets you download a sample, because I would actually read the introduction. You could probably get the introduction downloaded, and that gives you quite a good start on how he actually thinks. And I'm probably fading in and out. It's because I'm leaning down, getting colours. I also keep finding metallic pens. Maybe I didn't organise as well as I thought I did. I need a blue pen. So, Aussie Cat, hey, how you doing? I'm probably massively behind on chat, guys, I'm guessing. I know it's unusual, but you know, I'm usually so efficient. But I have me days. There we go. See, it's all very well putting everything in organised spaces, but now because I'm working, more and more stuff's coming out of it and they're sitting on the desk. Right, let's see. I don't like jammy wagon wheels, though. I just like wagon wheels. Wheels in the wagon go round till someone eats them. Ordering a box of treats. John Boy's going to start charging me for listening to my lives. Wrong button, sun in my eyes. I'd eat them if there was nothing else available. I'm a martyr like that. Oh, you treasure. I've just scoffed a whole packet of Tim Tams. I haven't touched the Tim Tams yet. I've been a good girl. I haven't been a good girl with the ginger nuts. I may have had a few of those. I knew I was about to get interrupted. Give me a second, guys. Sorry, guys. Back. On tablets, you can drag the colour to the area. It's not satisfying as doing it on pen and paper. Yeah, I know. I must admit, I just like my pen and paper. I can't do colouring books, too confusing. I think my problem with it, and this wasn't the case, I did look at I wanted to say engineer then, Gatekeeper's pages. Because my bestie bought me a colouring book a few years ago, and I thanked her and everything, but I was so offended. But some of them are like tiny little areas that you colour in. It's like, no, some people like them doing them like that, but no, you need something that's got more space and you can see what it is. And I agree with that. There's a niche for horror colouring books. Yeah, I mean, mine will be the ones I've done already. Sort of steampunk. There'll be obviously paranormal, different horror types. Um, you know, I think it's better to go niche because everybody's doing the the bog standard. What I don't like about hot. Sorry, I'm wondering if no, I'm not going to get interrupted again. What I don't like about colouring books is, and I do see them on Amazon and on other places, is there are people who use an AI to do them, and it's easy to use AI to do them. Some for my AI pictures, I sometimes use for the live streams, just for the thumbnail, etc. I use Microsoft. What's it called? Designer, Copilot. No, Microsoft Designer. And I only use the wallpaper bit so I can do my AI images. But they do have a colouring book section, and all you do is say, "Oh, can I have a teddy bear with holding balloons in, a garden," and it'll give you that. And people are using that for colouring books. They're not drawing it themselves. I very much tend to, when I eventually put mine out, I very much tend to sort of say, these have been hand drawn. So they ain't going to be as bloody perfect as some people would probably like. But they won't be AI. So I can't find the right pen. So much for being organised. I can't find anything. Still very sad I can't go to Parameet. I think we all are. We can't go and make it there. Hopefully get lots of updates from my phone. I'm sure it'll be all over your feed. Hey, Gav. All the live chat. Oh, the other live chats usually do. It's usually when you get sort of. I mean, I wasn't in Jimmy's this morning, but it's usually when you get content creators going, "Hey, what? I don't understand." I'm still salty about the boyfriend eating the last Maltese. I bloody well should be and all. How rude. How absolutely atrocious. You need to be having words with him for that. Absolute words. And if he does that with Rolos, make him suffer. Don't share me Rolos. Let alone let somebody have the last one. Come on. Where is the sense in that? I don't know if I've got Rolos coming tonight, actually. What am I saying? I've got a load of bloody stuff to eat. Don't need Rolos, but you mentioned Rolos, and I want Rolos. I literally am trying to be selective as to how much sweet stuff I eat. It's more of a treat then. I mean, you've got delicious stuff like the stuff that Aussie Cat sent me. I don't want to waste it. I don't want to be wolfing it down and it's gone. I want to savour it. Need savouring. Wolf down the cheap stuff. Okay. You got any? Yeah, I have got a lot of. I've got the ginger nuts open. Finished the cherry ripe. Haven't finished the violet crumble. I'm savouring that. And I am being. I haven't opened the Tim Tams yet. Oh, hang on a minute, guys. My back. Sorry, guys. How far behind am I? Oh my god. Sorry. No Milky Bars. Freddo's went up from 10p now. I think 30p or 50p. Well gone. Really? I don't mind mentioning what I'm working on. It's my version of Where's Wally, but instead it's Where's Ronnie, my German Shepherd. Oh. I've got one cherry ripe left for my stash. I've had one a week. Yeah, they're delicious. Sandra! Hi everyone. Yes, you too, Pauline. Yeah, he's been I've been lurking from the beginning. Yeah, you're in trouble, Pauline. Pauline in trouble. Sandra's been lurking. It's all going to his head because he's on Beardos tonight. That's what it is. Crow popped into John Boy's yesterday. Yeah, buddy, pop into mine. Which was fine. He's bogged down in this video at the minute. So John Boy was honoured. Absolutely honoured. I'm always in trouble. He doesn't care. Can you see that, Sandra? He doesn't care. No remorse whatsoever. Okay, he left immediately after saying hi, but he came in. Orange and mint wagon wheels. What? Yeah. Yeah. He needs bringing back down to earth at 9, Sandra. I'll help. Because I'm a good mod. I like to support the content creator. Well, when it's Sandra. I'm back, says Caroline. Probably about 10 minutes ago. Mint wagon wheels. I haven't seen those. Someone lied. Abs told me there was different other chocolates, I think clubs, but I looked and they lied to me. I used to love the fruit, the ones with raisins in. I loved those as a kid. Why did ChatGPT make you ginger? I don't know. It does do that sometimes. You know what happens when you spill coffee in your keyboard? Oh, hell yeah. Ginger Parkins. I haven't heard those for ages. What are clubs? Chocolate biscuits. Ginger Nut's my favourite biscuit. I'll tell you what, Paul. Let me find that. Move things around. Aussie Cat sent me a care package of Australian treats yesterday. And these are nuts ginger nut. Wipe the floor with our ginger nuts, honestly. They are incredible. Absolutely incredible. Your computer experiences Java problems. What did Aussie Cat say last night in Kenny's live? And I roared. She said something. It was something like Seg came in and I think, did he moan at Kenny for not saying hi to him? And Aussie Cat piped up. Now you know how we feel, Seg. That was gold. I've got to go back to smoothies. I've been very lazy for a long time. No clubbing here. Oh, thanks for the earworm, Paul. If you like a lot of chocolate on your biscuit, join our club. Paint by numbers is confusing. Like dot to dot. I have Tom and Jerry biscuits because apparently I'm still a child. Tom and Jerry biscuits, what do they taste like? Simple vanilla flavoured. Yes, they were purple wrapped, the fruit ones. Well, the raisin ones. Chocolate animal. I still like the chocolate animals. As animal crackers or something. It was fruit. Mint ones are good. I just had it's when I was a kid, I had a real thing about the fruit ones. I missed Trios as well. Do they still do Trios? I think we've had this conversation. I'm back. I had a phone call. Hey, Betty. Don't like raisins, sultanas, or apricots. I love raisins or sultanas. I don't like apricots. I'm with you on apricots. Try to ignore the word chocolate. Try to stay away from eating paprika walkers. Actually, I haven't tried them yet, but I've got Pringles hot sour cream. Haven't tried the hot ones yet, and hot sweet chili. I hope that they're good, otherwise I'm going to regret getting the normal sour cream ones. God, everybody's ordering because I'm talking food. The spider just appeared in front of me. Oh no. Cat will eat it. Yeah, after it's played with it. That's what the cats usually do. Sliding down his neck right in front of me. Oh no. Totally agree, Sarah. Wait till Pauline's in Beardo's live pay. Oh yeah, I will be trolling. I'll be busy. I'm going to make sure dinner's made and I'm sitting at my computer at 7. Although I think he said he was going on at past, but I'll make sure I'm there. And then if he's still, happy to mix among us commoners at 9 o'clock, I'll continue. I've just seen what Lisa said. We're going shopping mall next week when Wes is on leave and play Where's Wessie. Had a phone call. My stepdad thinks I'm CFAX. CFAX, God, that's ancient. John Boy's always having chicken. I am chicken curry. There you go. I'm going to post the spider in my Discord folder in Sarah's. Oh, awesome. Even borders. Borders? No, but borders are different because they're dark chocolate and ginger. I think I've got dark chocolate and ginger, actually. I haven't tried the dark chocolate ginger chocolates yet. But compared to our ginger nuts, I still like our ginger nuts, but these ones are just way superior. No, I haven't opened the crystallized ginger yet. I'll tell you why. That won't last long once I open it. So I'm not opening it for the sake of it. I think what I'll do is when I'm sitting down, if I can sit down and relax and watch something, I'll use it as a treat. I don't want to be sitting at my desk eating it because I want to savor it. Anything sounds better than John Boy's pizza. Oh, stepdad thinks I'm the TV guide. That's not a spider. Purple clubs were raisin. They were. Seg said that he thought Kenny was rude not saying hi to him because he ignored him several times. I know. I just thought I just howled at that. I know we feel Seg. Chocolate animals. Yeah, I think you can still get them. Nice one. Let me know. I love spicy. Yeah. Actually, I'll have a taste of the sour cream one now. Another taste test for you guys. Hold on. I don't know how you do hot sour cream, but let's see. Oh, and they are hot now. But they are. You have to like hot. And I like hot, and that's hot. I might not taste the sweet chili one now, but I'll try the sweet chili one. Pringles are very civilized because they're in containers you can reseal. Actually, there's only one chili pepper on these. Yeah, they're both very good. I do recommend both of them. But for the sour, for some reason they both got one chili, but for some reason the sour cream, unless it's because I've already eaten the sour cream one, they are hot. I think the sour cream one's hotter though. But I do recommend enough trolling. Our biggest spiders in Sweden are probably the size of your baby spiders. Oh, Jimmy Shark into the Aussies. Quickly posted a new community. Awesome. Got some venison steaks on a bargain the other day. Should I put them on the form and how's best to eat these? I never cook venison. It's something I only have when I'm out. Because you have to know how to cook it. Hey Friday. Borders do plain gingers too. Fiery. Really? I love buy the dark chocolate ones. Border biscuits, the best biscuits. Mum had some of lemon drizzle topped the. Ooh. The other make I like, not biscuits as such, but tonics. If tonics made everything would be delicious. Caramel wafers, chocolate marshmallows. Hum's Mission Impossible. Is that a spider? My sister in the UK is ginger. I've not eaten those biscuits since. I like the border ginger biscuits that are wrapped individually in packs. Oblong one. I've not seen those. You have to have a hunt. Once you pop, you can't stop. I especially recommend the sour cream ones actually. But like I say, you need to like it hot. Bambi would be good in the air fryer one day. John boy. I've lost my tablet. Tunnocks caramel wafers are my favourite. Yeah, you can't beat Tunnocks. Other people do them. I mean, Ringtons do them. Then they're okay. But so I'm just checking my colours. But Yeah, you can't beat the Tunnocks ones. Which one have I been using? I don't know what colours I've been using. I think it's that one. So just let me do this, but you know what I'm like. How long have I been going? Oh, 1 hour 38. Sounds good. Tunnocks caramel wafer. I tried the hot sour cream cream. I liked them, but just that first bite, I could feel how hot they were. I like them though. They're strong. What I like actually, they look like this. What I like is, although they're really, really hot, you can still very much taste the sour cream. Because that's sometimes a bone of contention with me. I like things really hot, but I have to be able to taste the flavour as well. And you can definitely taste the sour cream. I've just looked at my YouTube feed, and because I follow a lot of reactors, it's Spider-Man, 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 Spider-Man. What sport are we talking? I don't watch much these days. Didn't help here. I don't know what other countries did, but it didn't help here when, Sky TV started being around, etc. And channels had, more options. And suddenly, pretty much every sport you got to pay for now. They worked out where the money was. Because I used to watch American football all the time. But I'm not paying for Sky Sports or whatever to be able to watch things. Move that. Oh, I think it's the window. Dangle work. Anyone want to win the lottery and adopt me? Yes, please. Me too. Cheese and onions filth. No. Lee has been sending Beardo horrible feet pics, so he's in trouble. How to tease him. I don't know why people don't like feet. I don't get the feet hatred. I never have. Who is it that's from Finland? Is it Helena that's from Finland? I hear the word Finland and I think of Monty Python. They did a song called Finland. There we go. Oh, it goes Sweden as well. I knew somebody was Finland. Let's look for green. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, it's oak. That'll be too brown. Field green. I what to do. If Swedish names were taken off road signs, Do you think people would be lost? People can't get place names right here. Mind you, we are very confusing here in Northumberland. The name of my town is Alnwick. It's spelled Alnwick because it's the River Aln that goes through it. But when you say Alnwick, you don't say the L. You just say Alnwick. Number of people who say, "Oh, I'm going to Alnwick." No, Alnwick. But there's a town 3 miles away called Almouth. ALN mouth, and you don't say the N in that one. Just to keep people on their toes. I like to confuse the tourists. Right, I need that for that. Just do that a bit lighter. I need to find my black pen. Get some of this tidied up. It's like the English versus the French. I'm a British expat, but Finland has been my home for 14 years. I've only been to Norway. I've not been to any of the other northern countries because English is so clear. Exactly. There's a. I'm going to write it in the chat. Actually, if you're from the UK and you know the answer, don't say anything. When I was still on the market, I did a lot of lighthouse pictures. And what I've just put in the chat is a place in Norfolk. Beautiful lighthouse, actually. I used to do really well on that lighthouse. And if you look at that, you would think it's called Happisburgh. But it was actually because it was on the stalls. Oh, actually, no. The guy behind me on the stall, his wife was from Norfolk. And he said, no. And I said, I don't know how you pronounce that, really. And that is pronounced Haysborough. How the hell do you get Haysborough out of that? That's what it's called, Haysborough. Silent everything. Bottle of water. A bottle of water. A bottle of water. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if other countries have this, but you can be from the UK, any part in the UK, and it doesn't mean you know how to pronounce place names. I don't know if anybody saw the one. That was the guy that used to be in. Was he in Ghost Hunters? Not Ghost Hunters. Was it Ghost Hunters or Ghost Adventures? One of them. The Seg did a video. This guy had gone to Skegness, and sometimes sees Seg's videos before he releases them. So giving feedback. And he was going through, and I messaged him back saying, did you mean to say Skegness? Were you saying it on purpose? He says, well, that's what it's called, isn't it? No, I thought everybody knew that Skegness was called Skegness. But there's an E in it, by the way. It's spelt Skegness. But I mean, I'm sure I do that with places. Habsburg, no, Haysborough. Yeah. Haysborough. No, I wouldn't have done. I looked at it and thought, you know, it's like I've just said about Anik and Allenmouth. You can see which letters have been missed out and just know not to pronounce them. You can still read it. How do you get Haysborough from that? Windmanham is Wyndham. Yeah. Skegness. Yeah, Skegness. Oh, doesn't tend to get called Skeggy, actually. By a lot of people. I was Northern Irish this morning, or an American. When I've been to the States, this is true. When I've been to the States, especially if I've been in the southern states, I am constantly asked if I'm Australian. Actually, that reminds me, because it's on my desk. I've been doing a clear out. I actually found a picture I thought I'd lost. That's me. Oh, well, you can see it. It's in San Antonio. That's me outside the Alamo about 25 years ago. If you're looking at me thinking, how are you wearing all that in Texas? It was February, by the way. It wasn't when I was there in the summer. But yeah, I'm constantly asked, especially in the south, if I'm from Australia. Ravenstown ends with a Nass. I technically classify myself as a rock. That is entirely your prerogative, Mike. How do you pronounce Worcestershire? Oh, Worcestershire. Worcestershire. Well, I say Worcestershire. I don't know if some people say Worcestershire, but Worcestershire. That's how you pronounce Worcestershire sauce. Which I never do because I don't like it. Seg called it Scagness. Yeah, I asked him. When I was giving him feedback, I was like, did you mean to call it Scagness? Because I thought the guy in the videos, I can't remember his name. I thought the guy in the video had maybe been calling it Scagness and Seg was taking the piss. He says, no, it's what it's called, isn't it? And no, Scagness. He says, oh, you're not the first one to tell me that. We're right. It's like Edinburgh, Sarah. Yeah, people often say Berg. It's like we have Bamborough here. It's usually Bruh, if it's Burgh. Worcestershire, yeah. Betty's eating Skittles. I haven't had Skittles for ages. It's actually said Edinburgh, yeah. Friday, wash your sister. Worcestershire Shores. I can't say it, and I know how it's pronounced. Yeah, no, I know. I don't get it either. And the weird thing was, last time I was when I was in San Antonio and stayed with a friend just north of San Antonio, I think it was New Brunswick. She was Australian. She'd gone over because she'd met a guy online, and she'd ended up going over and moving to be with him. I was with both of them, and she was Australian and still very much had a broad Australian accent. So I was winding her up a bit because people would say, oh, are you Australian? And I was like, yes, I am. And she's like, no, she's English, I'm Australian. No, I don't know I don't understand, because I don't sound anything like Australian, but I've seen people in Seg's chat say he sounds as you can tell he lives in Australia now. He sounds Australian. I never hear any Australian in Seg's voice. Must be the British accent. I don't think I've ever had that said to me in the north. It's only been when I've been in the southern states that people have asked me if I'm Australian. So I say whoosh sh 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 sh. That's Friday. Most of the UK would say the same thing. I have to concentrate. Say Worcestershire. Where I'm from, we say tin tin tin. Yeah, actually, that's a good way of spelling it. Worcestershire. Worcestershire. I'm boring Australian for generations. I keep meaning to try that DNA test because I actually don't know if I've got anything else. We just say shit. My friend made fun of me first time I said Edinburgh. I pronounced how it's spelled Edinburgh. Yeah, that's often said because there's a lot of places that have the BURGH at the end. I mean, there's even in this county, there's Bamborough and Dunstanburgh. They're very close to each other, but it's Borough. Did you hear how Griff pronounced it? Pronounced Worcestershire. Didn't. The English language is an enigma. No, so it doesn't sound Australian. I completely agree with you. I don't know why, but I've seen it on several occasions. People say that you can tell he lives in Australia. So how? Are there any other English words that you spell differently that they are typed? Yeah, probably. I think English is quite a difficult language to understand to learn because of that. They say I'm Polish with my accent. Really? Get my heritage when it's on sale. I should keep an eye on that actually. I only got it for £30 when it should have been almost 100. 100? Thought I'd seen it for 50. Yeah, that would be me if I had it. Actually, I can't stand it, but yeah, that would be me. Just pass the sauce. Yeah, big yes, do. I mean, I would be surprised to be honest if there's much other than English, or maybe it's a bit Scottish in me, but I don't know. Liam Perrins. Ugh. Got to go now. No problem, Lisa. See you later, sweetie. Josh Tin. We called him Josh Tin for a while. I can't remember how that started, but I think Andy, Sam Hain did a video on it. When you live in another country for several years, your accent does change. My Sheffield accent has gone. Gav, I mean, I've lived in the UK all my life, but I have moved round. And my Northumbrian accent is gone. I was actually very careful not to pick up other accents. But I thought I was. I actually went to the doctor's a few years ago here, and he said, "Oh, you've been here, here, and here," and he got all the places I'd lived. But I think it's a combination of moving around a lot within England, but also teaching. Because if you're teaching and lecturing, you kind of have to be clear. And the problem with the Northumbrian accent's one of those accents that people just wouldn't understand you if. I can fall back into it if I'm talking to somebody else who's got a broad Northumbrian accent, but you wouldn't. I was surprised with my DNA. It was fascinating. Yeah. I do think, though, if I lived in another country, I would pick up, I would start picking up some of the accent. I know I've already picked up words. There's several American words I use that I've never used before. And it sounds strange in my accent. Now I want some Worcestershire on cheese and toast. Very nice. Seg's been his 30 years and he's still thinking that accent, that is. Both your dad's and mum's side. See, as far as I know, I think it probably will be on mine as well. No problem, Caroline. I probably won't be on for much longer. I've got to bear in mind what the time is because I've started later. I said I'd go down at 6. It's chimpanzee. I might be alien. Might find DNA that they don't recognise. Because I'm from the south of Johannesburg, my accent is rough and no one understands me when I go to Scotland. I actually struggle sometimes because, and this is with some English accents as well, by the way. But I have hearing problems, and there are certain accents I can't do it, and I always feel bad because sometimes if I'm phoning up, I don't know, a bank or whatever, and it's a call centre that's not in this, I feel bad because I feel that I really don't mean to be awful. I kind of tell people straight away I have hearing problems because with certain accents, and there's British accents as well, by the way. There's English accents I struggle with. I just can't pick the words out. DNA test is on sale for me. Check my heritage. I will. I'll have a look. Seg should pick something up, surely. You'd think so, but I never hear any Australian in Seg's voice. My hearing loss is it is because it's especially when you're dealing with the public. When I was on the market, because if it was really noisy, and when I was on the market, there was some really annoying traders that were really loud and screechy. And it was embarrassing having to, I don't like having to say to somebody, I'm sorry, can you say that again? Because it sounds as though I haven't been listening, but I just can't, I can't hear. I can, I've never been formally trained. I can, usually what I do if I'm in those sorts of situations, I'll actually look at the lips as well and try and there's sometimes a bit of a delay, but sometimes I can piece stuff together, but I don't like it. Feel embarrassed. No problem, Sandra. I'll see you later, darling. I'll be at your live. I'll remind everybody in a minute, actually. I had someone ask me if I wanted cold drink instead of a warm one from the shelf, and I just could not. He finally pointed to the cooler, and it dawned on me what he was asking. Yeah. I remember Jimmy Nail having a go at Sting for losing his accent. I'm not surprised Sting lost his. Sting actually trained to be a teacher, and where I not at the same time, but he did one of his teaching practices at Mum's school. Mum knew him. But Jimmy Nail has a really broad Geordie accent. Plus, his family, because I know his sister Val, they have really strong accents. So he will still be connected with people who will have that accent. But I have noticed that there are some people. Brian Johnson's lost his a bit. But I've noticed that there are some people who will play on it. And I think Jimmy Nail will play on it. I think Cheryl Cole used to play on it. And they don't do it so much anymore, but Ant and Dec do as well. They'll sometimes bring their accent back. It's easier with Geordie. Hope all's okay with you, Mum Sarah, and you don't mind me asking. I was over with my mum. No, it's fine. She's not been too bad today. So she's decided she wants to shift the house around, so I might be going downstairs. That's fine. I haven't lost her today. So, bonus. Yeah. It's just up and down at the minute. But thank you for asking, sweetie. I had to tidy my accent because Finnish people couldn't understand me. I used my mother as a translator. When I was teaching in New York, I had a student who came down from here because none of the local colleges would have him. Really nice lad, and he was Broad Northumbrian. And sometimes we did it on purpose. Sometimes because he was speaking Broad Northumbrian, I could fall back into it, and nobody understood a word we were saying. Nobody understood a word we were saying. We used to do it on purpose. It's canny, champion, or mint or lush with the Geordies. Canny is northeast generally, but Geordie isn't the same as Northumbrian. Northumbrian's a lot softer. It's like comparing sort of Glaswegian to Orkney. So, and then Mackham's different again. It's not quite so different. That's Sunderland. And then you've got Durham. So, who's just... Is that a message? No, that's fine. YI is Geordie. Yeah, YI is Geordie. I've still got the Geordie Bible somewhere. I'll have to show it you if I can find it. And if you look at it, it literally looks like a different language. And in a lot of ways it is. And this is anywhere in the northeast, because there's a lot of Norwegian in it. Norwegians come over here and have no problem understanding the locals because it's half of it's their language anyway. So, Raven, are you ready? Ready for what? I think scared little Raven's scared. I've distracted myself with this. Oh, that's better. Sex says some words that guests are considered Australian, but you don't know. Yeah, I mean, I don't really... Maybe it does, but certainly in the accent, I don't hear it. I can't believe I can't find my pen. Oh, well, never mind. Never mind, found it. But I remember, I think it was I'm sure it was when I was just in Texas, and people kept, and it was more than one person. I kept being asked if I was Australian. And I'm thinking, I don't even sound Australian. I mean, I haven't got a strong accent these days, but I think you can tell I'm British. They always know when you're in New York. Bloody English. Yeah. Oh, I got asked about 3 times last time I was in New York if I'd seen upstairs, downstairs. No. For anybody else, I haven't seen The Crown either. Good to hear you haven't lost your mum today. Yeah, I'm on a roll. Always a worry. I know that too well with Dad. I'm 50 miles away. Mum and Dad are. Mum is Dad's carer pretty much. Well, that would be difficult if you're away. I mean, I came back up here in 2012, and that's when Dad started being ill. So, I mean, I had to give up work because of illness, and in some ways, it was kind of meant to happen. I think to be here because it would have been. I mean, I was planning on coming home anyway the year after, but. I think it was good that I came home. When I did, because and especially now since Dad's gone. Enjoyed listening. Got to go and get ready for doctor's appointment. Good luck with that, Julie. I'm not going to be on much longer because I need to remember that it's heading on for 6 o'clock. I need to make dinner. Right, so hang on. Let's have a look at this. Malta, 31%. Ireland, 20%. Southeast England, 12%. Netherlands, 10%. Denmark, 4%. Sweden, 4%. Wow. Seg doesn't say many Aussies. I didn't think he did. Some Geordie words, the complete opposite from Arcadia. I had a friend from South Shields who lives on the island. All right, okay. South Shields is a bit of a mix of. It's where Ches is from. It's a bit of a mix of Geordie and Mackem. I don't know if you'd appreciate me saying that, but that's true. I see it as that. People from South Shields, I mean, the whole Northeast does, but people from South Shields especially will very much align themselves with the Norwegians. Hey, Lycan, how you doing? Unless criminals. Does Seg know he is starting to pick up some of the Australian accent? Slips up once in a while. Does it? I'll have to listen next time. My DNA's. No, but if you're missing Alison Cag, there she is. Okay. Yeah. Just need to do the background on that one. So, nice long claws to reach out to punish you. She did come in the other day stating, I can't remember if it was mine or Crow's, stating that she was going with you for coffee. Doesn't sound Aussie at all. No, I don't think he does. I mean, I listen to Cag and Alison, and whereas I don't think they sound Australian, I can hear more of that slant there, especially with Alison. Just a little bit, but Seg, I don't hear at all. I would have picked it up. I'm pretty sure I would pick it up if I lived in Australia, or New Zealand, or the States. But I remember being 69.9 Swedish, 13 Danish, 6 Finnish. Didn't you say you were Norwegian as well? Or did I get that wrong? I had to move over to my folks to take care of Mom. They live 230 miles away. My body couldn't take the call. Oh no, that's too far. It's a website, John Boy. I've looked at it before. I think you can find them on not on eBay. On Amazon. I'm okay, thank you. Like most people, Sarah, he came to the island and didn't leave. It's funny, if I think I said this the other day, but if I didn't live here, because I love it here, but if I had to move and won the lottery and could live wherever I wanted and just, well, pretty much housebound anyway, just live somewhere beautiful, and it would be Orkney. It would. I'd love it. Love the artwork, looks amazing. Thank you for the live stream. It's heading off here in a bit too. Yeah, I'm going to have to wrap up because I've got to go make dinner. Might be. I'm sure you said Norwegian, but I could be wrong. 1% British. Well, nobody's perfect. Right. Guys, there will be at least one more art stream before Saturday. I'm going to try and do a later one, so I've got, Aussies and Americans get a better time. But I saw that there was a gap, and Paul and Claire are on with Beardo at 7, and please don't forget that Sandra's live at 9. So in general time, so it's just over an hour. So Beardo's regular time, whatever time that is for you, in just over an hour. Then 2 hours later, so 9 p.m. UK, 5 p.m. US East, 8 a.m. Sydney, Sandra Bristol Paranormal's live. I'm about to put on some tunes and go clean up the kitchen. I've got eggs over the stove. Long story. Everyone's great on. Thank you for being here. Friday. Sorry, I've just read Lycan's name. But thank you for being here, hon. And I will see you all anon. Toodles.
Don't need coffee.
I need coffee. I need coffee.
You don't need coffee.
I need coffee, Daddy.